God damn it, this is dumb. I don't even know where to start. Alright guys, what's going on? It's AJ Good here at the House of Masks bringing you another daily video. Now, unfortunately, today's video is going to be a not so fun video. I hate doing stuff like this. I cannot express to you guys how much I don't want to do stuff like this. I've only done it once before on YouTube, and that was the Tyler Holiday video. But you guys have to understand that I am at a point in this realm, in this industry, in this hobby, where I am somewhat responsible for helping you out. I don't have to help you guys out, but what kind of person would I be if I didn't help you guys out? That's kind of what this is all about anyways, so that's what I'm here to do. I'm just here to help educate, warn, buyer beware type deal, whatever. So I'm going to share with you my experiences and other people's experiences because I have a ton of evidence to prove that the person that I'm about to talk about is a full-blown scammer and just not a nice dude in general. So yeah. Before this gets started, I just want to throw out there that I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this video from whatever dudes are supporting this guy or whatever. But one, I don't give a shit. My following is way bigger and way more loyal than any of your like 15-year-old kids that buy your shitty masks anyway. So there's that. Secondly, I have proof of everything. I'm not the only person saying this stuff. I have screen caps and messages from all kinds of other people that came forward when I posted about this on Facebook, just pretty much proving my point. Third, I'm not entitled whatsoever. I didn't come from money. Granted, if I needed something when I was growing up, obviously my parents and my family were there for me, but I'm not a rich kid. I wasn't born into money. Everything that I do now, I work for. All of this, I have worked my ass off for. The entire House of Masks, as far as like material stuff and just what we are doing right now, has come from me working hard to achieve what I wanted to do. So, I'm not entitled. I just know when someone is fucking copying off of me, and I know when someone is fucking somebody else over, and I cannot stand stuff like that. So, let's jump right into this. Adam Sotelo with Crypt Creations, or whatever else he had before it was Crypt Creations a couple years ago when he got caught scamming a bunch of people and had to go into hiding for like 2 or 3 years and then hoped that the dust settled, and now he's selling his masks again. Adam Sotelo, I want to start out by saying that I honestly liked this dude in the beginning. Back in like 2015, I thought he was an okay dude, and I was doing business with him regularly, and I thought it was fine. I never had an issue until, well, I'll just start with this first one. The first I Hate AJ Good t-shirts, I was doing runs with Adam because he had like a screen printing business, and it was called Burning Bible Clothing, and he actually hit me up, and he was like, hey, listen, I can get them to you for this price, they're good quality, whatever. And I was like, cool, it sounds awesome, let's do it. So we did a run, all pre-orders, everything went smooth as hell. The shirts were nice, the printing didn't come off the first second that I put them on. I was really excited, especially since I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never handled t-shirt orders and stuff like that before, so I was pretty excited. Second order went fine, third order went fine, and then around the fourth order, I placed a big ass order. It was the first time we were doing windbreakers, just like these. Now obviously these ones aren't printed by Adam because as you can tell, the logo's still on it. Was doing windbreakers and hoodies, and they were both pre-orders for people that wanted to get in on them. And I'm talking like a lot of pre-orders, probably 50 or 60 pieces of clothing. Placed the pre-order like right around the beginning of October, right when it's starting to get cold, like hoodie season and stuff. I didn't receive it for a couple months. December blew around. I was like, hey, what's going on? He said, I can have them to you by Christmas. A lot of these were supposed to be Christmas gifts for people or buying for other people or whatever, so I was still happy with that. I was fine with it. And then that didn't happen. And I was like, dude, what's the fucking deal? And he said, I'll have something to you by this week. So I was like, cool. Well, all I got was the windbreakers. I did not get any hoodies whatsoever. And let me just show you how the windbreakers turned out. I took them out of the box and put them on, and the shit literally started sticking to the back of the sofa that I was sitting on. So this is a good windbreaker out of the bunch. As you can see, the eye's falling apart there, and literally I can peel this shit off with my fucking fingernails. It's fucking terrible. So then we'll look at the back. Look at that. Never fucking worn, never washed. Now he blames it on somebody else and said that he was a customer just like me going through another business, which I don't fucking believe. I just think that he's lazy and didn't want to do them, and even if he was a customer, then he should have saw those, taken them back in there and been like, dude, you're fucking me over, and when you fuck me over, you're fucking a customer of mine over, and then everybody gets fucked. So I look like the bad guy because everybody's waiting on these pre-orders that they purchased like 4 months ago, and I still don't have them, and then when I do get them in, I can't fucking sell them to people, so I have to take like $500 worth of refunds out of my own pocket and give them to these people. I finally was able to get a refund from Adam, who was still persistent in, if you ever want to do business again down the road, just get a hold of me. And I was like, dude, what? Like, no way, no way. I found somebody else that did them. They haven't fucked me over once. All the quality's been awesome, and it's the same fucking price. I learned my lesson from that situation and just decided not to do business with him anymore. He sent me a refund. The refund wasn't the full amount. I think out of like the $500, it was like 358 or some weird number like that. So I was like, whatever. I just won't do business with you anymore. That's fine. So around this same time that this was happening, Adam got caught selling GWAR bootleg costumes and masks on eBay. And he got sued. He didn't actually get taken to court. It was just a cease and desist, basically saying that he was going to get sued for $10 million. And to make up for the hoodie and windbreaker situation, he decided to send me a ball sack mask around that same time, which had me freaking the fuck out because I didn't want GWAR to be mad at me for receiving something that I didn't pay for. I didn't pay for this ball sack. It was free. But I didn't want GWAR to be mad at me because I got this bootleg thing that they're suing some fucking dude for $10 million over, because I would much rather be good with GWAR than be good with Adam Sotelo. So yeah, that had me freaked out. It's terrible fucking quality anyways. I feel really bad for anybody that got that. When I got it, one of the horns was broken off. It's made out of fiberglass, so there's a lot of like busted holes in it just where chunks have been hit or whatever. It's just a big fucking mess. I had to do a bunch of work to try to get that horn to stay on. And it's still not wearable. Like, if you put that on, it would fucking kill you for sure. So it's just a showpiece now. Moving on. He starts doing work under Crypt Creations, and he wants to start selling masks and stuff, which is cool. I owned the Red Angel, as most of you guys know, by Goth and Cloth, who we've had our differences in the past, but, I mean, when it comes down to it, Goth and Cloth is extremely fucking creative and a very good artist, and I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Alex. That Red Angel is definitely a special fucking mask, and I'm still glad that we have the one that we have. I sold the Red Angel because Alex decided that she was going to start doing other copies of it, and it wasn't my design. I didn't commission that mask. I bought it secondhand off of somebody anyways, so there's not really a lot I can do. I thought that I had gotten the use out of the Red Angel that I wanted to, and it was time to graduate to my own thing, which ended up becoming this. So it was fine. I sold the mask to a friend of mine who really wanted it, and everything worked out good. Well, then all of a sudden, Crypt Creations starts making the same exact masks, just a little shittier, because the sculpts are like, I don't fucking know what the sculpts are. They just look like, they literally look like poop with like eyes carved into them. It's just a turd log with eyes carved into it. Terrible sculpts. Super unoriginal. I understand that Alex is like an influential artist, and that's fine. Trust me, I understand how that goes. This mask has a bunch of influences into it, but you can't sit there and say this mask rips off something else that exists. It's not possible, because the idea was all mine. Everything that went into that mask was mine, with influences from other pieces. So, I know how it goes to be influenced by somebody, but blatantly fucking ripping off their signature look, copyrighted or not, is fucked up. It just doesn't make any sense. So, instead of selling to real collectors, you're making these knockoff Red Angel masks that look like shit and selling them to 15 or 16-year-old kids that can't get a hold of Alex because Alex doesn't really make masks anymore. I'll just go ahead and post a few examples of Alex's masks with Adam's masks, and you can obviously see the difference in quality, I guess, but you can see that Adam is attempting to do exactly what Alex has done on these masks, so you can take a look at that right now on the screen. Whatever. That's cool. You do you. I don't really care. I mean, it's unoriginal. I don't appreciate that. I don't respect it, but it's whatever. I can't tell you not to make a certain type of mask. That's whatever. This shit starts happening. I start looking more and more. He comes out with the Stay Spooky logo that looks exactly like my fucking logo here. I'll put a side-by-side right now just so you can see it. Now, his defense for this was that he made this logo, which is kind of true. I did pay him as a graphic designer to take the logo that I wanted. I found an original like base mask piece for him to use. All I wanted was the eyebrow slightly inverted. I wanted the smile to be a little bit more evil, and then I wanted this. So the idea, the entire logo idea was my idea. I just don't have Photoshop or whatever program you need to use to make something like that. So yeah, he did kind of make it. The idea was all mine, and he didn't do anything other than invert it and add some text, which is whatever. But that Stay Spooky logo is the exact same fucking logo. It even had, like, Mask Up is my motto. It even has his Stay Spooky motto right underneath it. And then he puts it on shirts, and it looks like this. Okay, still not quite enough for me to be like, oh, you're copying me, even though everybody in the fucking world can see that you're copying me. I'm still just going to take it easy. I'm going to be cool with you. You haven't done anything really to me aside from fuck me over on that order, which I guess you tried to make up for. Whatever. We're going to be cool. It's fine. I'm not going to say anything. If you're not sold that that is a complete fucking ripoff of what I've done, look at the product pictures he took to sell these windbreakers. Just a little similar there. Just slightly similar. Just the exact same thing. That's, yeah, just it. But whatever. Not gonna say anything. It's only technically 2 examples of stuff that he's copied off of me, and it's not even really copying. Technically it's not copying, but anybody with a brain and eyeballs can see that he's doing exactly what I'm doing, but whatever. So then, I've been using a LaVeyan Satanism cross in my logo for a long time, like probably a year, over a year now. It's been over a year. It's been a long time. I haven't seen anybody else use one in their logo in this sort of industry. I honestly can't think of anybody that uses one in their logo at all, but I'm sure there is somebody out there that also uses it for clothing lines or whatever. And then this happens. So you've copied all my other logos, and then you see that I have a satanic cross in my logos, and you decide to throw that in there too. It's just like you're trying to see how far you can take this shit before I actually get upset. And it's not me that notices this stuff. It's all these kids that follow both of us that send me a fucking message saying, oh my god, did you see this? Did you see what Adam did now? Look at Adam's new logo. Check this out. Is he ripping you off? So yeah, I'm gonna fucking notice eventually. I'm gonna take notice, and I can only listen to these kids for so long saying, why the fuck is Adam copying every single thing that you do? So that's going to be it for him copying me. Now we'll move on to something that just happened a few weeks ago. I posted a status on Facebook asking if anybody had had any bad transactions with Adam, because I would like to hear about them, because I had probably 5 people that week message me about Adam, and I was like, you know what, like, we need to get to the fucking bottom of this and try to figure something out. I posted a status about it, and holy shitballs, the amount of people that responded to that status with negative things to say about him was unreal. It was not what I expected whatsoever. Now keep in mind, Adam was tagged on this status, so he saw everything and was actually in there talking with people about certain things and just getting his balls busted all over the place. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm in a position now where I'm somewhat responsible for helping people out in the community, and I kind of take that serious because I've worked my ass off to get to where I am now. And I wouldn't want to get ripped off being one of these new kids that come into it, or even just a seasoned veteran that doesn't know any better, that doesn't know this guy. It is what it is. It happens. So I wasn't going to make the video. I figured he got trashed hard enough on Facebook that it did the damage that it needed to do. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll let it slide. I deleted him, stopped talking to him. That was the end of it. So the first thing that I want to bring up isn't something that happened a few weeks ago. It actually happened like a year ago, but it was brought up on that status, and I totally forgot about it until just now. He was actually kicked out of the Masks and Jumpsuits group because he got caught recasting Tyler Holliday's Tattoo the Earth masks. And Tyler Holliday's Tattoo the Earth masks are very recognizable. They're probably the best replicas of the Tattoo the Earth out there. So when we saw him post this, everybody in the group automatically fucking knew that it was a recast. You're kicked out. Don't fucking do it again. We warned a bunch of people, like, don't buy these are recasts. And I'll show you the picture now so you can see. Obviously that's a recast. There's no fucking doubt about it. All of the lines and wrinkles and details match up. And not only is it recast, but it's so poorly done. Like, the reason it wouldn't hold its shape and was all smushed in because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Moving on to transactions. I asked people on this Facebook status if anybody had had bad transactions with him, and like I said, the response was overwhelming. Just endless amounts of people. Just, I don't even understand. I'll just start posting some screencasts from people. Just want to make it very clear that there were dozens of screen caps. I didn't put them in there for the sake of time on the video, but if you do go back to that post on my Facebook page, which is public, you'll be able to see just about every single screen cap because I think I posted them all in the comments right there. Just didn't put a whole bunch of them in the video for the sake of time, so yeah. There was people on there that I had never even spoken to on Facebook telling me their story about how they got ripped off by Adam. And if that's not proof enough to stay away from this guy, then I don't know what else is. I can tell 100 stories. Like I said, it's easier for me to just show you screen caps of people telling you their own stories. It's really sad. I don't like making videos like this whatsoever. I'd rather be friends with everybody get along. It's a really small community and there's no fucking need for this stuff. But for some reason, people have a hard time being a decent human being and would rather take kids' money. He took money from he took $2,500 from some guy who got that money from their dad's death and never gave the dude what he paid for. That is the shittiest thing that I can think of. If somebody was like, what's the worst thing you can think of? I'd be like, well, if someone's dad died and they got money from it and just wanted something nice with that money and then they got ripped off, that's probably one of the worst things I can think of. That's pretty fucking shitty. Hey, one more thing that I just thought about as I was editing this video is the fact that he misleads a lot of people into thinking that he does all of this work where he actually hires other artists to sculpt and do things for him, and then when he posts, he just so happens to forget to include their name in there. So it makes him look like he is important and did all of this work and stuff. I know multiple artists that have worked with him and done sculpts for him and stuff who have come forward to me and been like, yeah, he never gave me credit on that. So yeah, don't let him trick you into thinking that he does all this work by himself. I don't think he can sculpt for shit. That's why he has to hire other people to do it for him. And then he forgets to post their name in there until they say something. And then he's like, oh yeah, sculpted by blah, blah, blah. And then he expects everything to be cool. So that's just another thing that I forgot as I was down there talking. So I just want to give everybody a big warning. I want you to understand that you're supporting a scam artist. You're supporting somebody that has fucked over dozens of people. Imagine the people that I don't even know and don't have on my friends list, or the people that didn't come forward because they didn't want some sort of retaliation or to be involved in drama. You're supporting a shitty scam artist. That's all it comes down to. You're supporting someone that is not good. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of fantastic mask makers out there who are just genuinely good people, and this guy is not one of them. So, I'm going to leave you with that. Buyer beware. You guys do what you need to do. If you guys would like to share this video around and let everybody else know what they're dealing with, I would be greatly appreciative of that. And I hope that you guys have a good night. Take care.